score from Sacramento. Darren, we know the fate for San Diego Loyal. We knew it before. They were headed to the playoffs. Now we know where they will play. We know when they will play. They're headed to San Antonio to play Friday at 6 p.m. after the result here. And if you're interested, Orange County gets the win against Los Angeles. So, to San Antonio.
To San Antonio, Saturday night. We'll give you all the information about a watch party coming up Friday night, but San Diego Loyal just picked up a couple of points away in their final couple of matches. Jordan, it just, hey, I'm sure there's going to be a lot to think about here over the next couple of days. The good news for San Diego Loyal is they don't have a lot of time to sit and dwell about not getting a home playoff match, to sit around and think about what went on over the last 4 matches of the regular season. It's go time. They got to figure out a way to extend their season. The playoffs begin Friday night in San Antonio for San Diego Loyal. That's the bottom line.
All right. We saw an Alejandro Guido goal. We saw a late goal from Sacramento to level things up. It was dramatic. There was a goal that went in, but it was called back after what happened on the field. It was a interesting environment. It was our first time here in Sacramento. It's a great stadium. I do love, I don't know if it comes across on television, how high the stands get right here behind the net. A unique setup here for us, and the last time that we'll see it here this season. Sacramento season is officially over. They are not headed to the postseason. They're celebrating what they can right now, but San Diego now gets ready, and we'll chat about it with Landon Donovan. He's going to be talking with us soon. What's been the difference for San Diego in the last couple of matches? We'll ask Landon that. But there's plenty of questions to talk with the head coach as they get ready for their first ever postseason game.
Yeah, it really felt like one of those sort of chaotic final match days of any season that we see, whether it's a Premier League or whether it's La Liga, MLS. Here, obviously, at the USL Championship level, there was a lot going on here. Orange County scored in the 94th minute against LA Galaxy to eliminate Los Dos from the postseason. The way the standings ended up, top 4 in the Pacific Division. Phoenix Rising had clinched the division a while ago. They finished on top with 67 points. Orange County picks up 3 points tonight at Los Dos, finishes with 52. San Diego Loyal, 48 points, finishes in 3rd place. Will start in San Antonio on Friday night. And congratulations to Oakland Roos. New addition to the USL Championship. Terrible start, all sorts of issues with their stadium. They qualify for the postseason on the final match day of the regular season, picking up their 41st point. They're going to the postseason as well. You're right, bringing it back here to Sacramento, Jordan. It was an interesting night. They are saying goodbye to Cam Iwasa, who ended up being the man of the match for Sacramento Republic. Alejandro Guido for San Diego Loyal. Final match for Cam Iwasa here in Sacramento. They're not used to not making the postseason here. First time ever for San Diego Loyal. So this is uncharted territory for us. But certainly the way the season ended, it's a little bit of a mixed result situation. Hey, the good news is you go to the postseason in your 2nd season of existence. Bad news is you really hate the run of form that you're entering the postseason on.
Right. Yeah, it is interesting how they bookended the season with a slow start, a slow finish. We'll see what it means for the postseason. To kind of go back to what happened or what you said with Oakland, it's a lot of credit. They deserve a lot of credit to get into the postseason, what they were able to do. As much as San Diego fans were rooting for LA tonight, that's exactly what Oakland supporters were doing with Orange County. Orange County able to deliver all 3 points. Oakland able to deliver a win. They were able to go ahead and check those boxes, do what they needed to do. They got the help they needed to get, and they're headed to the postseason at LA's expense. Los Angeles, the same way it looked like for a while, San Diego was an automatic to be playing a home playoff game. It seemed like LA, they were headed to the postseason. They had a greater than 97% chance at a time, and things changed for Los Angeles. They're out, San Diego's in, Oakland's in, Phoenix is in, and Orange County is in. Landon Donovan is going to be in here coming up momentarily. But we're going to go ahead and recap what it means. 1-1 here in Sacramento. Get ready now for a playoff game, the first ever playoff game, and hopefully a very fun watch party coming up Friday to support Loyal, taking on a team they've never faced before.
Yeah, I mean, and I think that not to try to search and beg for silver linings here, but I think, Jordan, if you and I went back to Matchday 1, if we went back to our preseason show and we started saying, what would you sign up for when the season began? Would you have signed up for a trip to the postseason, finishing in the top 4? I think you and I probably would have agreed. The answer would have been yes. It doesn't feel that way right now in this moment, given, as our statistician Sean is reminding us, that Loyal ended the season with only 2 points in their final 4 matches. Right. We're literally seconds away from securing a home playoff game. So, the way this has gone over the last 4 matches since stoppage time against New Mexico leaves a lot to be desired, because you start thinking, well, geez, like this should have been at Torero Stadium upcoming next Sunday at 3 p.m. But again, big picture, second season, expansion club, given all the roster turnover, given everything that went into this, if you would have signed up for a postseason spot when the season began, I think everybody who's watching, whether you're watching tonight at Stone Brewing, watching on YouTube or Facebook, or if you were here at Sacramento or Meta, you would have said, yeah, like just get me into the postseason and let's see if something can happen. But, let's make no mistake about it. Loyal's going to have to figure some things out here over the next couple of days, because, the previous 4 to end the regular season, nobody would want to enter the postseason on that note.
Now it's a short week, and it's a short week where San Diego has to go on the road to Texas. It's not exactly a trip to Orange County. It's not going to LA. It's not going to Chandler. You're headed to San Antonio on a short week. Yeah. And you have to win.
Yeah, and by the way, there's like no familiarity with San Antonio,
None.
Right? So, what do you know about going? You know Sacramento because you had played them 3 previous times. You know what's going on with Orange County. You know the teams in your division. Next year, hopefully the USL Championship gets back to a little bit more regularity. That said, this is the way this season has gone. So, now you're going to have to go. Guess what, though? San Antonio doesn't know anything about Jack Blake, doesn't know anything about Alejandro Guido, the man of the match tonight, doesn't know anything about Augie Williams. So I don't know what to expect. I have no idea how these sides match up. We'll ask Landon, what do you know about San Antonio?
Right. That's a good question. Let's write that down. What do you know?
Landon will be here coming up in a little bit.
What do you know about San Antonio? That's a good one. I do have a few questions for Landon Donovan tonight. Let's take our first time out, come back, 1-1 the final score from Sacramento. Darren Smith, I'm Jordan Carruth. This is Matchday Live. We're back after this.
At Chosen Foods, we are inspired by the vibrant culinary lifestyle of the Baja Med and, of course, by avocados. From our flagship avocado oil to our family of dressings, mayos, simmer sauces, and guacamoles, the versatility of all Chosen Foods avocado-based products offer you the freedom to be both healthy and creative in the kitchen. Join us in the sun-drenched utopia of Chosen Foods, the avocado. Celebrate it.
Your summer starts here. With big savings on a new Toyota, you can go out and do all the things that make summer the best time of the year. But don't miss out on all the fun. See your Toyota dealer and catch a great deal today.
Right now, drive home a stylish new Corolla with a low $199 a month lease. Or you can save big with $1,500 factory cash back.
Your summer starts here.
Toyota, let's go places.
During this pandemic, many families are worried about Disney healthcare facilities. I'm Dr. Gail Knight, Rady Children's Senior Vice President and Chief Medical Officer. I'd like to share with you the advice that I give my own family and friends. The best thing that you can do to keep your child healthy is to continue to keep routine appointments like vaccinations and regular checkups. This keeps you, your child, and our community as protected as possible. We are always open, we are here for you, and we are safe.
It's time to get moving with the financial partner that's here for your journey. From small steps to big milestones, USE Credit Union is here for you. With tools to help you bank fast, solutions to help you go far, and a team of dream makers that's ready to help you step forward with confidence. USE Credit Union.
Welcome back, Matchday Live, 1-1 from Sacramento. We know where San Diego is now headed when it comes to the postseason. They're off to San Antonio. They'll play Friday at 6 p.m. We know the 4 teams that will represent the Pacific in the postseason: Phoenix, Orange County, San Diego, and then Oakland. LA is out in the final moments. Dramatic final day for them. There was drama for San Diego today. Not as much drama as there was for Los Angeles and for Oakland. That's a dramatic day on the final day. That's what you kind of think of the real drama with everything on the line. There was something on the line for San Diego, that home playoff game, but a playoff spot was already clinched, and some things changed today in the Pacific. A few things changed across the league. It was a very good final day, I think, in USL. And now, for the first time as San Diegans, we get ready for a postseason in USL Championship, which I know it's not going to be at Torero Stadium. I wish it was going to be at Torero, but I know it's still going to be a lot of fun Friday at 6.
Absolutely, and I'm guessing that we're going to be at Stone Brewing in Liberty Station. I don't know that, so don't hold
Do
me
they have
to
Buena
that.
Vista? That's where we're going to be.
Wherever the Buena Vista is going to be, that's pretty much a bet. Jordan and I will be there as well, coming up
Matchday Live
Friday night,
follows.
5:30. Maybe we'll do an extended pre, who knows. The club is going to be on the road in San Antonio. I'm looking forward to that because we've never had that experience, and it's easy to forget sometimes. We still are dealing with things for the first time as a second-year expansion club. Didn't qualify for the postseason last year. Qualified for the postseason this year. Really, really good news. Imagine being LA Galaxy, being in possession of a postseason spot for as long as they had and losing it in the 94th minute of the final match of the regular season. Terrible way to end. Then again, given the way they qualified for the postseason last year, eliminating Orange County, I suppose turnabout is fair play. So I'm looking forward to it. I get it. It's easy to get hung up on the disappointment of the way the last 4 regular season matches have gone. But Jordan, I think it's also a credit to a couple of things. Number one, terrible start to the season. Worst start in the USL to start the season. 4 straight losses away. You wondered, gosh, is anybody going to be able to dig out of this hole, even over a 32-game season? Loyal did that. Had themselves pretty comfortably in a playoff position most of the season as well. But as you were reminding the viewership a little bit earlier, sort of ended the way they began, didn't they? And you hopefully can flip that switch. I know it's easy to say you flip a switch when you go into the postseason. Saw it a little bit in baseball, guys struggling during the regular season, struggling to finish the regular season. Now it's different. Now this is when playoff experience matters. What we talked about with Jack Blake in the pregame, what we talked about with Charlie Adams. Some of those guys that have been there, they know what it's like. So those are the guys you're going to count on, here to guide you through and right the ship.
Now, I will say, if there is some good news, if you want to find some good news with this, San Diego, from the 2 years that we've seen, when they go on skids like this, they tend not to last very long. They tend to last 3-4 matches. That's the extent of that. Well, we've kind of hit that. So this is the time typically where they go on a nice run as well. They typically follow these stretches with really nice runs. Hopefully, this is the moment, because time is out. It's playoff time officially. San Diego did not pick up as many points as they were hoping down the stretch, but none of that will matter if they go to San Antonio and get a win and advance another round into the postseason, and who knows what can happen after that. They have the talent, there's no doubt about that. They have the goal-scoring ability. We saw a moment with Alejandro Guido today when he scored with the left foot where that's just skill. That is, you get a little bit of space, a defender's not close enough to you there, and you can fire one off. With Guido, those go in. If they get those opportunities in San Antonio, no one's going to be surprised if San Diego is marching on. But it's not going to be easy.
No, and you know, we were here in the building tonight, and you know, you pick up certain things when you're in person, and you wonder what it looks like when it's on television. And I was asking, you know, it felt a little lackluster to me, and you know, I was asking people who were watching from home. They said it looked like it was a little low energy, which is hard to explain when you're in a match of this magnitude. So I don't know if Landon Donovan's going to have any explanation for it. You know, we're told right now he's addressing the club inside of the dressing room. As soon as he's done, he is going to come over here. So he's going to take a long walk. We're on the far side of the field from where the players are getting dressed. But I don't know.
We're actually in Sonoma.
Yeah, yeah, it's
soon.
Yeah, you're not lying there.
Soon.
I don't know. I felt like for a match of this magnitude, you know, I thought maybe coming out with a little bit more. Yeah. I don't know how to explain that. You know, it's one of those things you can't really prove because there's no statistic for it. It's just the way it felt here. It felt a little lackluster.
It definitely wasn't one of those matches where it's the opening 20 minutes and San Diego is just peppering the net.
A little lethargic, you know.
they were settling in,
Yeah.
and there was a lot on the line. So there's some urgency there. You wanna see what you can do right away.
And some great opportunities. Jack Blake had a couple of really great chances. Flew the ball over the net. Augie Williams, not too far from where we are, he had a great opportunity, knocked it over the net. So the opportunities were there. I'm really curious to find and listen to Landon when he shows up. Is he going to be happy with the way the club played tonight?
Yeah, it's an interesting question because I don't always know the answer to that. Following Orange County, I thought maybe the answer was going to be, I thought we could do a little bit more, but the answer was, I thought San Diego performed really well that night. Following Oakland, I didn't know what to expect. We wasn't happy after that Oakland match, so.
It was not.
Well,
60-40 possession, the usual, Loyal dominates possession, passes, more than, about 200 more passes than Sacramento tonight, accurate passes. We've seen this a lot. If you pay attention to the statistics night in, night out, match in, match out, it looks like a typical SD Loyal match. But ultimately, when Loyal doesn't pick up a win, what dooms them is not being able to put the ball in the net. And that was the case again here tonight.
All right, we're going to get ready for our second break. Speaking of breaks, should I say this? Supporters group in Sacramento takes a lot of breaks.
Yeah.
They took a lot of breaks. There's a lot of downtime in that section.
They're not
right
the
there.
locals.
They are not the locals.
They're not
I will tell you
Chavos.
that. Locals, much better. Speaking of breaks, let's go to break. Hopefully back with Landon Donovan after this.
It starts off with a little seed, and with a little love from nature, it sprouts to life. And when delicious fresh fruits and veggies are perfect, they are rushed to the home of fresh. Sprouts, where goodness grows.
Want a perfect pair of sunglasses for your every occasion? Hit up the Knockaround Custom Shop. With over 1 million possible combinations, why not get a pair for every you? 8 a.m. I need a coffee you. Clocking a few miles you. Game day you. Happy camper you. Fun in the sun you. On the slopes you. Dog days you. Happy hour you. Si se puede you. The Knockaround Custom Shop. You design them, we build them.
I'm not even sure what's happening here, and I know it's fast, but I'm in love with you. We're gonna be together forevs, and I'm gonna keep you looking good, boo. That's why I got you unlimited washes. That's right, we're gonna binge wash, babe. Commit to your car. What are you waiting for?
At Chosen Foods, we are inspired by the vibrant culinary lifestyle of the Baja Med and, of course, by avocados. From our flagship avocado oil to our family of dressings, mayos, simmer sauces, and guacamoles, the versatility of all Chosen Foods avocado-based products offer you the freedom to be both healthy and creative in the kitchen. Join us in the sun-drenched utopia of Chosen Foods, the avocado. Celebrate it.
Your summer starts here. With big savings on a new Toyota, you can go out and do all the things that make summer the best time of the year. But don't miss out on all the fun. See your Toyota dealer and catch a great deal today.
Right now, drive home a stylish new Corolla with a low $199 a month lease. Or you can save big with $1,500 factory cash back.
Your summer starts here.
Toyota, let's go places.
During this pandemic, many...
All right, Matchday live from Sacramento following a 1-1 draw. San Diego now gets ready for the playoffs. Friday, we know when it's going to be, Friday, 6 p.m. Landon already knows this. Landon Donovan joining us here in San Antonio. So that is the matchup after what was an impactful day for a lot of clubs across the league, including a matchup here. You just got done addressing the team. What was the message following tonight's match?
For 70 minutes, we were fantastic. And every team, no matter what the team is, what situation they're in, how many points they have, they're going to put you under some pressure at some point. It's just the way soccer is. My challenge to the team is, can we keep, even in the hard moments, can we keep playing and attempting to play like the home team even when it gets hard? So you're under pressure for a few minutes. How do you flip the field again so we can actually then get back to what we do well? And we let ourselves down a little bit there, but overall, honestly, it was a great performance against a team that had nothing to lose. So that team played more freely than they've played all year, and they were better than I think they have been a lot of times during the year. So not an easy place to come play, and I'm proud of the guys, but now time to look forward.
So it's a team, maybe they played like that, they could be a playoff team as well, Sacramento.
Sure.
So now you travel. Now you're off to San Antonio. What are you hoping to carry over from these last few matches? What did you like from the last few matches that need to happen in San Antonio?
Last match was not good.
Okay.
At all. Today was very good, and we looked like the team we are. So aside from scoring earlier, I think take all of this and be happy with it. But then I said to them, on Friday we may be up a goal and we may have 20 minutes to go, and I can promise you San Antonio has really good players. They're going to put us under a ton of pressure. How do you continue playing the same way, even though it's hard? And we'll work on that during the week, but ultimately we're really excited. It's the first playoff game in our history, and we are going there with every intention, like always, to play like the home team and win the game.
Couple of points in your last four. Before the season, if I would have said going to finish third in the Pacific Division, would you have taken it?
No.
You would not?
No.
You would have?
After 4 games when we were 0-4, I would have taken it.
Yeah.
But at the beginning of the season, no. I think we felt like we were good enough to finish in the top 2. And ultimately, we were a couple points from doing that. But we didn't lose that grasp on second tonight. We lost it over the last week. But in the last 4 games, we've had 3 very good performances and 1 bad performance. And unfortunately, we didn't get good results in any of them. So that happens during the course of the year, but over the course of a season, if you play that well, you're going to win more than you lose. And so hopefully it turns around on Friday.
So what do you know about San Antonio?
So they had a rough start to the season. They had trouble, I think, figuring out who their best 11 were. And then over the last probably 10 or 12 games, they've been fantastic. And they've climbed the table quickly to get where they are now. They have very talented players. That's the simplest way to put it, is they have very talented players all over the field. We like the matchup. Big field, should be in good shape, and that suits us well. So we are, like I said, we are going there to play like the home team and try to dominate the ball and create chances. And if we then finish those chances, we have a really good chance to win.
In terms of your squad right now, Jack Blake's still getting back into form. Ollie's still getting back in.
Yeah.
Josh Yarrow, obviously a huge question. How do you feel right now looking ahead to what you might have for Friday night?
Great. Yeah, we will, Jack Metcalf's back in training now and cleared. So
cleared.
We will have a full complement of guys to choose from, and that's really good. And we're going to need everyone, because in a game like playoff game against a team like that, you're going to need everybody. So we're going to need all of our substitutes to play well, and whoever ends up starting the game needs to play well as well.
So it sounds like the coaching staff's already done some homework on San Antonio.
Yeah, over the last few weeks, we've been spending a lot of time looking at San Antonio and Colorado Springs. Yeah. So we are well aware of who they are as a team. We know their identity, and we also know how differently they play home versus away. So we're prepared already, and we'll get the team prepared over the next 5 days.
My last question is, it's a short week. You guys play Friday.
Yeah.
What's the impact, if any, there?
At this point, it won't be an impact. The guys are fit. They will recover well. The only challenge is the travel, right? So it's a longer trip than we're used to, and a longer trip than we've taken in a long time. Probably the longest trip of the year, actually, except for Louisville. So that part of it we have to get right, but our guys are really excited, and they're ready for Friday.
And my last one, Landon, would be, I hear what you're saying about you're playing well, right? And how you play is sometimes more important than the results. How about the players, though? Do they see the game the same way? Like, do they view it that way, or do they get wrapped up in, we've only picked up 2 points in our last 4, and if so, how do you flip that switch to say, hey guys, regular season, it's done. Like, this is the postseason now. Go get your opportunity.
Sure, yeah, that's a good question. They do. They take it harder because the results are what they live and die by, right? And it impacts everything in their life. So the results are important. For me, this is all part of a process for our club. Friday night, let's be really clear, the result matters. So if we don't play well and we get the result, that's great. During the season, I'm all about performance over result, but now the result matters. And so we've had a lot of learning lessons this year. And if we put it together and learn from it and do it for 90 minutes, we'll win. And we've done that. We did that against Phoenix at home when we didn't play great earlier in the year. That's the kind of game you have to play in the playoffs. And our guys know it. They need to feel it. And then if we do it, we have a good chance to win.
How are you feeling going into your first postseason game as a manager?
Yeah, I'm really excited. This is the first time we have a win or go home game, right, in our history. So,
right, like this is like, the finality of this is real.
That's right. Yeah, I mean, I've played in a number of those games where you lose and there's no more soccer. And that's until the next year. And that's a reality, so we're going to have to play with that kind of urgency. I think mostly it's shaping up to be just a fantastic game. They're a very good team, San Antonio, very good players. And I think we have very good players and we're a very good team. So I think people are going to be excited to watch it.
We're excited for you. We're excited for the team. We're excited to support the team from San Diego when you're in San Antonio coming up on Friday.
Appreciate it.
All right.
Thanks,
Thank you for doing this, Landon.
Landon Donovan,
Great job.
Matchday
Appreciate
Live.
it.
Thank you
Thank
so
you.
much. Enjoy San Antonio.
Thank you.
All right. That was good.
That was good.
That was good. That seemed to be very real. That seemed to be genuine. I like that.
This is the circumstance now. You cannot. I hear what he's saying, and I appreciate what he's saying about the way we play sometimes matters a little bit, every bit as much as the result, sometimes a little bit more, because you're a coach. You go, hey, this is what we coach. Guys, sometimes soccer's hard. It's low scoring. The ball doesn't go in the net. Yeah. You completely dominated your opponent. You didn't get the result.
Yeah, but you're working towards something. But now that goes out the window because you can't, at the end of 90 minutes in San Antonio on Friday night, you can't go, you know what, though, we outplayed them. Because nobody's going to want to hear that. It's only about results. Because now the finality does set in. That the next time they play, it's the last time potentially that this group of players is ever going to be together. Some of these guys will be back next year. A lot of them won't be. Right.
So, for this group internally, that's what's on the line for them. If they love each other, if they appreciate each other as much as they all claim they do, then that's a very real thing for this group going on the road Friday night in San Antonio.
And it's a really important point because we know we're back for year 3 supporting loyal supporters, locals, Chavos. They know they're back for year 3 supporting them. The player, this current construction of the roster, that will not be the same. So will Friday be the final time that we see the current roster as it is? Or will we get another opportunity? Who knows? You win a few, you have a chance to play Phoenix, which that would be fun. But let's just get through one. Let's get through one. Let's get through San Antonio
Survive
Friday.
in advance, too. Because, there is no more like, hey, we're outplaying them.
Yeah.
It's survive in advance, and it doesn't matter if it comes to extra time, if it comes to some dodgy penalty kick, the ball bounces off, own goal, doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter.
Survive in advance, that's all that matters now.
Yes, win ugly if that's what you have to do. It's the time of the year.
How about, I will say, I was surprised. Caught me flat-footed. Would you have signed up for this? He's like, no.
No.
Probably
he
not.
was asking about the beginning of the season, and then he said after 4 games in, he probably would have signed up for it.
Yeah, right.
Just probably the right answer.
Yeah, it's an interesting answer, and I appreciate the honesty too, because I would have said, yeah, of course, playoff. Yeah, we're going to the playoffs. Who would have signed up for that?
Right. All right, we will chat with you again Friday, 5:30, with a 6 o'clock kickoff in San Antonio. So we'll be on at 5:30, Matchday Live. We'll let you know where, but I'm guessing it's going to be Stone and Liberty Station. Wherever the locals in Chavos are, that's where I want to be. So can we just go there?
You tell us.
Yeah.
Where
are you guys going? We're going to follow you. So that's it. It's playoff time.
Yeah, and might I just say real quick, because you talked a little bit about this, I know there's been some talk about San Diego Loyal at some point getting a modular stadium somewhere around San Diego.
Yeah.
Sign me up.
Yeah,
Sign me up for the modular here, because this was a really, really cool vibe, great environment. They were out of it, so, their supporters not up to their normal standards, but that said, they've got this amazing supporter section. It looks like that wall in Borussia Dortmund. It's I'll
they have
sign
a
up
wall
for one
of
of these
food
right now.
trucks over here, and good food trucks. We've been to some matches this year where the food truck options LA.
Yeah.
LA, we're looking to shoot.
Yeah, Carson, no
Carson,
bueno.
No good.
Orange County, not great either.
No, that was
This
bad.
place, pretty good.
Pretty good.
I liked it. Plus they have full
Pretty
bars
good.
too. They serve tequila, all sorts of stuff.
Do they?
Yeah, they do.
Interesting.
Enjoy Halloween, everybody.
Yes, happy
Dia de
Halloween.
los Muertos.
We will
Enjoy that.
we will chat with you Friday from Stone, hopefully Stone. We'll keep you updated. Matchday Live coming up 5:30 Friday. Chat with you then. Good night.